Today we are diving deep into something that has completely energized the photography and videography world. Because the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is shaping up to be far more than a routine refresh and could genuinely redefine what people expect from an APS-C mirrorless camera. Photographers, filmmakers, wildlife shooters, sports professionals, and content creators are all watching closely. Because the leaks and rumors suggest Canon is no longer treating APS-C as a secondary enthusiast-only format, but as a serious professional platform capable of standing shoulder to shoulder with full-frame systems that cost significantly more. For anyone who has been waiting for a true upgrade from the original EOS R7, or for creators who want top-tier performance without the size, weight, and cost of full-frame gear, the EOS R7 Mark II could be the most important camera Canon releases in years. At the heart of the excitement is the sensor, because rumors point toward a 33 to 40 megapixel APS-C stacked CMOS sensor, and that detail alone changes everything. A stacked sensor allows for dramatically faster readout speeds, which directly minimizes rolling shutter, improves electronic shutter performance, and enables higher burst rates and advanced video modes. In practical terms, this means photographing fast-moving subjects like birds, racing cars, athletes, or unpredictable wildlife with far more confidence, because distortion, skewing, and motion artifacts are greatly reduced. It also means that electronic shutter shooting becomes genuinely usable in professional environments, potentially replacing mechanical shutters entirely. If Canon truly delivers a high-resolution stacked APS-C sensor, it would be the first of its kind in this market segment and a clear statement that APS-C can be cutting-edge, not compromised. Supporting this sensor is where Canon's processing power comes into play, with leaks suggesting a next-generation Digic-X processor paired with a DIGIC accelerator chip. This dual-processor approach would massively boost autofocus calculations, subject recognition speed, image signal processing, and overall system responsiveness. For users, this translates into faster startup times, near-instant shot-to-shot performance, deeper buffers, and smarter autofocus that locks on faster and stays locked even when subjects move erratically or briefly leave the frame. Canon's latest autofocus technology already excels at identifying people, animals, birds, and vehicles. But the EOS R7 Mark II is expected to push this further with improved AI algorithms that work better in low light, backlit scenes, and cluttered backgrounds. Imagine tracking a small bird weaving through branches, or a race car briefly obscured by dust, and the camera still maintaining focus accurately. That is the level of performance Canon appears to be targeting. Image quality should also benefit significantly, not just from resolution but from improved noise reduction, color science refinements, and better dynamic range handling, allowing photographers to push files harder in post-production without image breakdown. Stabilization is another area where the EOS R7 Mark II could leap ahead of its competitors, with rumors suggesting up to 8.5 stops of in-body image stabilization. This is an enormous figure, especially when combined with stabilized RF lenses, because it fundamentally changes how and when you can shoot handheld. Photographers could realistically capture sharp images at extremely slow shutter speeds, opening up creative possibilities like handheld night photography, motion blur effects, and low-light street shots without a tripod. Videographers would also benefit from smoother handheld footage that looks closer to gimbal-assisted video, especially when paired with digital stabilization enhancements. This kind of stabilization is transformative because it reduces the need for extra gear, making the camera more versatile for travel, documentary work, and run-and-gun productions. The viewing experience is also rumored to receive notable upgrades, with a new $2.36 million old electronic viewfinder offering improved resolution, contrast, and color accuracy. A better EVF might sound like a small thing on paper, but in real-world use it reduces eye strain during long shooting sessions, improves manual focus accuracy, and gives photographers a more immersive, natural shooting experience that feels closer to an optical viewfinder. The rear LCD is also expected to be brighter and more detailed, making it easier to compose shots in harsh sunlight or review footage on location. One of the boldest rumors surrounding the EOS R7 Mark II is Canon potentially removing the mechanical shutter entirely and relying on a high-speed electronic shutter, capable of shooting up to 40 frames per second. If this happens, it would represent a major shift in Canon's design philosophy and bring the camera in line with the most advanced mirrorless systems on the market. Silent shooting at such high frame rates would be invaluable for wildlife, weddings, theater performances, and any scenario where discretion is essential. Combined with stacked sensor technology, the drawbacks of electronic shutters, such as rolling shutter and banding, would be significantly reduced, making this approach viable for professional use. Video capabilities are where the EOS R7 Mark II truly starts to blur the line between consumer hybrid cameras and professional cinema systems. Leaks suggest support for 4K at up to 120 frames per second, Canon Log 3 for advanced color grading, and even whispers of 6K or 8K recording modes. While some of these specs remain speculative, even partial realization would position the R7 Mark II as one of the most powerful video-capable APS-C cameras ever made. High frame rate 4000 opens the door to stunning slow-motion footage, while higher resolution modes provide extra flexibility for cropping, reframing, and delivering content across multiple platforms. Dual card slots are also expected, which is critical for serious video and photo work, offering redundancy, extended recording times, and flexible workflows. Physically, the EOS R7 Mark II is rumored to adopt design cues from Canon's higher-end bodies like the EOS R5 Mark II, including a deeper grip, refined button placement, improved weather sealing, and potentially a dedicated joystick for autofocus point selection. These ergonomic changes matter greatly to professionals who shoot for hours at a time, because comfort and intuitive controls directly impact efficiency and fatigue. A well-balanced body with customizable controls allows photographers to react quickly without taking their eye off the viewfinder, which is essential in fast-paced shooting environments. Two particularly exciting rumored features include pre-capture shooting and an eye-driven in-camera upscaling. Pre-capture allows the camera to continuously buffer images before the shutter is fully pressed, so when you do take the shot, it saves frames from moments just before the press. This is invaluable for unpredictable action like birds taking flight or fleeting expressions in sports and events. In-camera AI upscaling would enable users to enlarge images while preserving detail, which could be especially useful for wildlife photographers who frequently crop, or commercial shooters who need large prints from compact systems. As for release timing, the general consensus among reliable insiders is that the EOS R7 Mark II is not imminent but is likely planned for late 2025, possibly between September and December. Some speculation ties the announcement to major industry events like IBC 2025, which would make sense given the camera's strong video focus. While a Q4 release would align perfectly with the holiday shopping season, pricing is expected to be higher than the original EOS R7, with body-only estimates around $1,999 to $2,199, and kit options pushing closer to $2,500. While this represents a noticeable increase, the feature set being rumored would still make the R7 Mark II an exceptional value compared to full-frame alternatives with similar capabilities. Ultimately, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is shaping up to be a true APS-C flagship. Not a compromise camera, but a deliberate choice for photographers and filmmakers who want speed, reach, portability, and professional features in one package. If even most of these rumors prove accurate, Canon could redefine expectations for APS-C cameras and deliver a hybrid system that satisfies both demanding professionals and serious enthusiasts. Until Canon makes things official, everything remains speculation, but the excitement is well justified. The EOS R7 Mark II already feels like one of the most important camera releases on the horizon, and it could become the go-to choice for creators who want maximum performance without stepping into full-frame territory.